その侵入者たちって
喧騒者を陥れそんなことを言うな姉さん。姉さんが大守護者様に不満が
またしかり。
時間があれば行こ
う。出てきていいよ。もう安全なはず。弟が
ブローニャが危ない。
私たちだけで安心して。
ブローニャも
さっき試してた。ほらシルバー。
ブローニャ、彼女は本当に無事なの？
そんなに彼女を心配するなんて。仲のいい友人？
仲がいいほどではないわ。ただ彼女と約束したの。
安心して。彼女は私が知ってる中で最も強い女の子だよ。
それは私もよく知ってるわ。
超厳重な警備。忍び込むのは無理そうだね。セーバル、今こそ
よし、お姉さん。
ここから先は軍事エリアで。待て、あなたは？
よ、フランツじゃない。
それは答えられ。
弟から禁句の絵。この人たちは私の。これは技術部門の問題。
いえ、ジェパード自衛官の。わかりました。
ありがとうフランツ。
やめてください。
呼吸は十分ね。
お前たちのここの近畿来てきた。だから今日。はい長官。
ほら簡単だったでしょ。
さすがジェパードのお姉さん。
私はジェパードの真ん中にあるあの機械の桟橋が見える。果てが見えない。さらに北部に向かう。
そうだよ。
私はこのタイプの桟橋の基礎ロジック作成に参加したことがある。複数の端末を組み合わせて制御してるはず。探してみよう。
ジェパードはいつも前線にいるの？
そうだね。急にどうしたの？
こんなに危険なのに心配にならないの？
あいつはランドゥー家の人間だよ。
機械ブームがまたもちろん機械ブーム。そんなに悲観する。
気迫を示せ。ダメ。じゃあ他のを探してみよう。
すごく意外なんだけど、セーバルとジェパードって本当に兄弟？
確かに私たち二人は性格と趣味が全く違うね。
械ブームがもちろん機械ブームそんなに悲観
ダメ、起動でいや前線の計画。そうすれば
ブローニャがいた。
ただの憶測。前に進もう。
お前たち止まれ。ここから先は軍事エリアだ。関係
あれだ、大きな鉄のボールみたいな。
門を挟んだ向こ
あれの正式名称は機関エネルギー中枢だよ。
1台で全部賄う？絶対にも。
この装置の権限を手に入れられれば。だから門の守衛に緊急点検に来たって言って。
う。なるほど、さすが。
行こう、あの兵士。やあ。
お前たちが緊急点検に来た技師か。
いや、今のところ定期点検をしたいから。
ダメだ。護衛隊長の
大守護者様が。
大守護。その手には乗らないぞ。
やば。
さっき暗号キーって言ったよね。どの
ダン隊長は今休憩中だ。
だ
セーバル、ダンって人知ってるの？
そうだよ、古い知り合いなんだ。彼は話がわかる人だから私が説得してみせる。
そういえばジェパードが緊急
門を守っていた
俺は一日中ここにいるのに緊急で
フランツが言うには
なんてことだ。俺は2日間
いえ長官。
いやあダン、久しぶり。あんた護衛隊長になったんだね。
セーバル、久しぶりだな。愛か。
紹介するよ。この人たちは私の助手からみんな。彼は私の古い知り合いでダン隊長。昔は私。
この
はじめまして。
サッカレー、お前何日風呂に入ってないんだ。もう一回言ってみろ。
報告します。
みっともない。来客の前でよくそんな失礼なことを。
大丈夫だよダン。そうだ、今のキーボードも悪くはないんだけどさ、やっぱ
昔のことだセーバル。俺はもう久しく鍵盤には触れてない。少しよそよそしい物言いだったな。
パイプは全て点検したけど、あそこの衛兵から聞いたんだけど、
ストレートに言い過ぎじゃない？
どうしたの？
すまないセーバル。ジェパード自衛官に何て言われてここに来たんだ。
ああ、それは姉さん、禁句のエネルギー。
じゃあもう一つ。
今朝かな。
ジェパード長官はさっき。
待て待て。
セーバル、連れてきた者たちも工房の助手じゃない。セーバル、手伝いたくないわけではない。だがセーバル、お前は先に戻るんだ。
交渉は失敗だ。
私があんたたちをここまで連れてこの件はベロブルグに関係する。
セーバル、かつ俺のロック魂は軍人としての尊厳を守ることだ。
こいつ手強そう。
我に力を。
殴ったね。逃がさない。
行くぞ。絶対に引かん。
ルールは破るためにある。
たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきを食らえ。
対価を払ってもらう。
始めるか。
君らはこの力についてない。生と死、君らに選ぶ余地はない。
避けられない一戦。
うちの出番。
任せろ。
即戦即決といこう。痛くも痒くもない。
殴ったね。
始めよう。退け。
始めるか。
セーバル。
ダン、
ただ一時的に気を失っただけだ。
頑固なやつ。
見つけた。これが暗号機。
今気づかれた。
これは敵襲警報。ここまで来たんだから、たとえ腕が折れても行こう。エネルギー中枢のとこ。
暗号キーを彼が持ってるって分かってたら、私一人で忍び込んで持ってくればよかったわ。
後悔先に立たずだよ、ゼーレちゃん。機械の桟橋が起動すれば遅かれ早かれ気づかれる。 守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
ルールは破るためにある。
我に力を。
生と死、君らに選ぶ余地はない。
うちのとっておきを食らえ。
我に力を。我に力を。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
ルールは破るためにある。
我に力を。我々が失ったものを全て取り戻す。
うちのとっておきを食らえ。
我に力を。厄介な連中。
殴ったね。
生と死、君らに選ぶ余地はない。
我に力を。我に力を。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
ルールは破るためにある。
我々が失ったものを全て。
うちのとっておきを食らえ。
我に力を。
生と死、君らに選ぶ余地はない。
我に力を。
ルールは破るためにある。
我に力を。
逃がさない。
守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
うちのとっておきを食らえ。
我に力を。
ルールは破るためにある。
我々が失ったものを全て取り戻す。やった。
開いた。ありがとう。
補給は十分ね。少し時間。誰がこのシステムを設計し。緊急消防課、ダンスフロアロックンロールモード、機関桟橋制御端末。よし、エネルギーシステムがオンライン。
あのさ、セーバル、桟橋を渡ったとしても向こうにもたくさん兵士がいるんだよね。
そうだよ、間違いない。
じゃあどうすんの？
一直線に包囲網を突破するか、理屈で解き伏せるか。 臨機応変に行こう。
気をつけて。
他に道はな。
私たちは
冷静さを保て。
避けられない一戦。はっ。我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
任せろ。君らはこの力について生と死、君らに選ぶ余地はない。
ついてないね。
即戦即決といこ
代価を払ってもらう。我に力を。
始めよう。
う。ルールは破るためにある。
任せろ。
たまには真面目に行こっか。うちのとっておきを食らえ。
我に力を。
始めるか。
始めよう。
うちの出番。竜。いや逃がさない。
即戦即決。
任せろ。
ついてないね。
我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
始めよう。君らはこの力について生と死、君らに選ぶ余地はない。
うちの出番。
エネルギー供給回復 40%。 やっ。よし進もう。
大丈夫なのか。
多分ね。
彼を説得できる。
自信ね。
つまり
うちだっていつも
確認したいことがある。セーバル。
それはもちろん。
次の冒険の前に姫子に交渉のコツを教えてもらわないとだね。拳に頼って問題を解決するなんて少女らしい上品さに欠けると思う。
弟が入隊してから私たちは喧嘩をしなくなった。小さい頃はいつも私に勝てなかったけど、今は
姉さん、
待ってジェパード。
保証から報告を受けた時、何かの誤解だと。姉さん、侵入者から離れ。
ごめん弟、数分間だけちょうだい。
もういいセイバルここがどこなのかよく分かっている。ここにいるシルバーメインだが、姉さんは犯罪者をキンクに連れ込み、僕の仲間を傷つけ、エネルギー中枢を乗っ取っ。
あんたはどうして私がここにいるか。
それが本当ならどうして大守護者様に報告し。
あんたには分からない。私たちが真実に
姉さんとそこの3人は直接大守護者様に会っている。
聞いてジェパード、劣界の誕生と
正確のことは知っている。姉さんの後ろの罪人たちはそのために来たんだ。大守護者様はすでに真実を大守護者様は早くから僕に警告されていた。シルバーメイン整列、彼らを捕らえろ。劣界の
禁忌は真実が隠されて、かかり屋は私がそれ。もういい。私が言いたいのはそれだけだ。あんたが信じるかどうかは私には関係ない。どうせあんたの姉は昔からわがままだ。嫌いな物事や人には反抗する。
その説明は裁判官の。これは子供の頃のお遊びじゃない。
砦の故障はまだ直してないんだ。大口を叩か。
交渉し。
痒くもない。
揺らぐことなし。 冷静さを保て。手加減はしない。
うちに出くわすなんてついてないね。動かないでね。今祝福してあげるから。
気は尽くした。我に力を。
逃がさない。
ああ、ルールは破るためにある。
真面目にいこっか。うちのとっておきを食らえ。
指示を聞け。栄光の
任せろ。
ついてないね。
代価を払ってもらう。
即戦即決といこ
どんな隙も見逃さない。我に力を。
う。始めるか。
退け。
うちの出番。逃がさない。殴ったね。
揺らぐことなし。
たまには真面目にいこっか。うちのとっておきを食らえ。
我に力を。我々はとうに嵐に踏み入った。守るべき者のために打ち崩せ。
即戦即決。
始めよう。
ルールは破るためにある。
任せろ。
ことが
こいつ撃たれず。
あいつは頑固だからね。もういいでしょジェパード。周りを見なさい。立ってるのはあんただけだよ。
僕一人だけでも屈服はしない。
俺たちは力ずくでお前を制圧しようとは思う。
そうだよ。うちらの目的。
ジェパード、たとえよそ者のお友達を信じられなくても私を信じてよ。
ブローニャ様。
言うべきことは全部言ったからね。弟よ、何をするべきかは自分で決めなさい。
私はシルバーメインのだがブローニャ様は事実上の前線指揮官だ。軍機ではシルバーメインにとって
ベロブルグのみんな
民を失えばシルバーメインも存在意義を失う。劣化拡大し続ける災いを本当に止められるのならベロブルグの人々、もし
嘘なんてついてない。
君がゼーレか。いい
信じるかどうかは気にしないけど、この人たちは。
分かった。このまま北に向かうのなら次の襲撃が来る前に
I finally got the weapon I ultimately want, or at least one of the two weapons I ultimately want. Not sure which one I'm going to go with yet. I got the outfit I ultimately want. So we can go whenever you want. Just go ahead and do a tiny great pot. We'll go from there.
I guess I'll just wander around.
No, I'm ready to go. We got a bunch of side quest stuff we can do that doesn't really involve random. You ready to do tiny great pot?
Yeah, one second.
I hope you like my outfit. I got it just for you and Brandon. It will mean that I will die to a light breeze.
Now.
I am being killed by a guy right now. So. I was not expecting that fight. You got the jump on me, and I got my ass kicked. As soon as my game reloads, I'll join you.
You're like Greek.
No, I'm just wearing a nightgown.
Roman.
So apparently,
Roman.
No, just nightgown. So if you want to kill the bird effectively, apparently if you just stand right here and shoot him and then walk away a little bit, as soon as his wings flap up, he's gonna fall. You can just re-rest and shoot him again. There we go. And back up. Falls off. And technically that's like the fastest way to do it. It's actually technically per minute better than what we were doing before. The big key is after you shoot him, you gotta back up a little bit. Once you see him get hit.
Yeah.
There you go. As soon as you see his wings flap up like he's falling, you just go back and rest and he'll respawn. That's the fastest way to do it. Yeah, I missed him again. There you go. Anyway, you level up at all?
Yeah, like level 80.
That's pretty good. That's strong for what we need to do. All right.
79.
Okay. So, I think we should. All right, let's get some maps. So, let us go to Dragon Barrel's Fork. It's just north of where we are on the upper level. Caleb. We're gonna grab a few map pieces so you can actually see the map when we get everyone together. Because I can't see what you can't see, and even when you pick them up, I still can't see the map. You pick up because I already have them, so it doesn't unlock for me.
Okay.
So, but let's get them now, so that when the time comes, it'll be easy for us to just go around and grab them all and know where we're going. Alright, so I'm gonna mark a spot on your map. Go ahead and head towards that. Do a couple side quests. Alright, so this is Caleb, the area we're in. Alright?
Uh-huh.
So Caleb is on here.
Oh, hold on. I gotta turn down the sound for this game. What was that?
Alright, we're gonna head south next. I marked it in the map already. So Caleb is Radon's territory. Alright? Just like how he's Radagon and Renala's kid, so he's one of the kids of Renala. Okay. He had the Red Main Army. I told you he's a contention for strongest person in the story.
Okay.
So Radon, his brother's Rykard, who is not super important yet. We'll discover his story as the game goes on. Rykard doesn't have as much backstory as the other characters. He's more current, just so you know. Let's see. This is a drop. Yeah, we gotta go to the right. So Radon had a really powerful army called the Red Maid Army. He looked up to Godfrey and he looked up to Radagon, both, right? It's a difficult jump.
Oh, I didn't know there was gonna be a jump.
I tried to say it before you made it. I apologize. Hold on, I'll unlock a new, I'm nearing a side of grace right now, so give me a second, you can warp to it.
I was already falling, but it's a difficult jump.
Yeah, I realized I should say something like right then. I was like, oh, I should tell you. Oh, oops. All right, so the side of grace is called Smoldering Well. It's west of you. It's like the only one on the on Caleb, the red area. Yeah. All right. So
Radagarn's army.
So he had a powerful army, and he actually went up and attacked Langdell, which is the not Langdell. Yeah, the Langdell, which is the capital, which we'll get to later. All right, and he couldn't breach the walls of Langdell. Part of that is because So Morgoth, remember one of the Omen children from Godfrey and Renala, or America, the ones that got locked in the sewers. He has taken over as king of Leyndell.
Okay.
He's called Morgoth the Veiled King. That's because he doesn't want anyone to know he's an Omen.
Okay. So omens, so people call you omens, but you don't have to call yourself an omen.
Well, I mean, you are an Omen, but no one's seen his face.
Oh.
Now, can you take a wild guess who Morgoth is if we've encountered him?
Wasn't he that omen, that ill-fated guy we fought?
Yeah, Margit. What a thoroughly convincing disguise, right?
Sure. Yes.
So yeah, Margit is Morgoth. He's trying to hide his identity from us. So when he's out doing Omen stuff and he's fighting as he is, he goes by Margit. But when he's acting as the king, he is Morgoth. It's like Superman put on some fucking glasses, all right?
Right.
So he actually managed to fend off Radon using his army and the walls of the capital and stuff.
Okay.
All right. So Radon was regrouping his forces. Okay. This is where Radon's capital is, but it wasn't always like this. It wasn't always this desolate wasteland. All right. It was actually a lush area.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So this was a lush area before.
Yeah. This was not a wasteland before.
Okay.
So what happened is, remember I mentioned Melania and Mikola, the children of America and Radagon?
Huh?
And how Melania is the actual strongest person in the story?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh,
Okay,
I've rot or something. Scarlet rot.
Fine. We're gonna walk Liurnia Lakeshore. We're gonna warp over there, okay? It's north of where we killed Godric. And there's a merchant at the site.
Where is it?
So go west.
What's the name?
Liurnia Lakeshore. It is west. It's in one of the uncovered parts of your map. Anyways, so Mikola, his backstory is, so there's these people called Empyreans. All right, something I haven't told you yet. We're going to encounter Ronnie's storyline. An Empyrean is someone who could, in theory, take Marika's place. All right. No. Elden Lord is the consort, so you're going to be the partner of whatever god there is. All right, but you're not going to be the god. All right. We could potentially bone Marika, yes. So you don't have to bone. Just you're just their partner. Just typically you do. So here, doesn't matter. It just straight doesn't matter. I can explain why it doesn't matter. Did you get the map piece? Alright. Okay, so we got that map piece. No, this is not fate. Alright. So you got the map piece. Okay. Let us try to continue Nephililu's storyline. I think... Alright, let's go back to the round table hold. So, there are 3 Empyreans in the story. There's Ronnie, who is the most confusing one. Alright.
And he's one of the kids of...
Renala.
Okay. So wait, he can take it to his dad's place and bone America too?
Ronnie's a girl.
Oh.
Ronnie would take Marika's place.
Oh. Okay. Oh, right.
Alright. Okay. And then, so not Elden Lord. Anyone can be Elden Lord. Absolutely fucking anyone can be Elden Lord.
Okay.
Alright. There is no required to be Elden Lord. But Empyrean...
Hold on.
Oh, I meant to bring this back because I moved the car, but I got the laundry. That's ours, yeah.
Oh, you can get it.
Yeah, because I moved the car and I was like, I don't want to carry it like that where it's parked. Put it down.
It's very heavy.
Oh.
Hey, grab it. Right now it's ours. It's worth of ours.
That was just the police. Hello? Hey? Yo, Andy. Oh.
What?
Those are.
You know what I did it the other day.
It works for you.
Yo.
You there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Safety came on. I grabbed something and walked out.
just the police.
The police?
They were looking for Judy and the kid. Because her baby daddy's doing a welfare check, the one in Big Bear. I don't know where Judy is. She's been gone since Sunday.
Well, that's not awkward.
I don't care, man. Yeah, they asked me. Yeah, so they asked me.
So this these two. My Stacey just got home from her trip, so
Yeah. He always calls to do like welfare checks on Judy.
he doesn't just. He has welfare check. It seems
He doesn't have a car, so.
So he sends the cops to do a welfare check.
Yeah.
And call.
Yeah, dude. He's like, dude, the guy like lives on welfare and like sells weed on the side and like I don't know, dude. This Judy knows how to pick 'em, man.
All right. Anyways, you want to come to where the two fingers are and talk to the lady.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah.
She'll give you an item.
So they were like, yeah. Do you don't know where Judy is? I'm like, no idea. So,
So you want to talk to the lady who's with the two fingers again? Stacey bought me lunch.
Look at you. Only once before have I seen two. Look there. Fine work, brave tarnished. You have earned the right to be now. Seek the Erd Tree and an audience with Queen to become Elden Lord. The thing as much from you as they do young Gideon. Take
a talisman.
Yep.
I'll become Elden Lord. After the first boss, we can become an Elden Lord.
You need 2 great runes to repair the Elden Ring. We got Godric's and we got Renault's. Yes, you have to defeat a minimum of 2 bosses. We're gonna defeat way more. All right. I go to Liurnia Lake Shore again. We're gonna try to continue an NPC side quest.
He.
So weird.
Judy got involved. Those Judy's are just my mom, Dale, and
Michael. All right. So So Radon. So I gotta tell you about Mikola and Melania, and then I can tell you about Radon. Okay. So Mikola and Melania. Sorry. Hold on. What? No, that's the old one. We can. I didn't use any. I didn't use even. We can throw that away. I was just a little druggy the last 2 days. Okay, so I'm trying to carry two conversations at once. I'll lose my mind. Anyway, so Mikola and Melania are Empyreans. All right, they were born Empyreans. Empyreans are born. They're chosen. They're not. You can't become one. You either are one or you aren't. All right. They give you some explanations for how you can become an Empyrean, which are slightly spoilerish, so I'm not going to say them yet. But just know that it doesn't fully make sense because Ronnie shouldn't be an Empyrean, but she clearly is because you can have an ending where she takes over as the new god of the world. Right, like you could straight up have her take over. Should I go past where I wanted to go? No, okay, cool. All right, so like she is an Empyrean, in fact, somehow. Okay, yes. The thing is, when you're an Empyrean, usually an outer god chooses you. Alright. These guys have really good armor for early game, the big guy. Over here, that I'm saying over. So it's always worth trying to kill them, even though they're kind of hard to kill. Well, they're not too hard to kill for us now. So, and when you're chosen by an elder god, they tend to bestow a blessing upon you. Whether you consider that blessing a good thing or a bad thing is very subjective. All right. So we don't know what Ronnie was blessed with. All right. And when we get to her story, you'll see why. But we know that Mikola was blessed to always be eternally young. So Mikola never looked more than like a prepubescent child. Now he was still big for a normal person, but like he was still a child in looks. All right, so he never grew up. And Melania was cursed with rot. I just kept going north, up this path. Where'd you go? All right. So
this cursed with
rot. So
that's the thing. That's the thing that slowly kills us. We get rot too, right?
Well, the rot in this is just an effect the guy gave you so like if you die and respawn. That's just it's not the actual story. That's for the mod. Rot is that thing you can get infected with that does slowly kill you.
That's what Melania had.
Yes, she has that. Period. Right. So like when we find her right arm and her left leg have straight up just rotted off of her body.
So her well, she's so strong that kills her way slower.
Yes and no. Yes and no. So the rot is infecting her slowly or killing her, but she's trying to fight it off. All right, there's a character here. He's important. We're gonna get a summon here that I think you'll like. You should talk to this guy.
I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait then, you're not one of them? Well, what a relief. Oh, goodness me. I am Albus, an albinoric. As you can see, we're finished. The whole village is finished. The cursemongers have destroyed everything. No one that remains has their wits about them. I beg you. Would you look after this medallion? You must keep it out of the cursemongers' hands. And if you should meet, then please give...
Alright, I'll explain what albinorics are later. Anyway, so Mikola is considered the fiercest of all the Imperiums. Possibly the most powerful, but he wasn't like the strongest in combat necessarily. Just he was basically he was just Melania was a prodigy at using swords. Mikola was just a prodigy at understanding the world and magic's basically science in this world. Right?
Like alchemy is science.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Alright, boss fight coming up. I hate fighting these guys. I'm just gonna fuck them up. Oh god damn it. I didn't even see him come from the side. I want to kill that dog. I didn't even rot him. Fuck. The whole point of that spell was to cast rot on him. If you die, it's not a big deal. We're not too far away, so do your best.
How goes it?
Yeah, I was trying to kill that dog when he got me. Okay, so Mikola tried to learn everything he could about the Golden Order, right? And the Greater Will. Because he wanted to cure his sister's rot. And he found that there was nothing in the Golden Order that could cure her rot. So he said, well, fuck that. Where are you at, by the way?
On the bridge.
Oh, you're already going over there? Well, let me catch up. So he said, fuck that, and decided to create his own religion, but with blackjack and hookers.
Nice.
Not literally, but, you know. Oh my god, I fucking hate fighting these guys sometimes. Fuck this guy. Your stupid fucking spells that you just spam. Jesus Christ. Stun you forever. Alright, I need to heal too, though, because I just wasted things. Just run past that guy. It's not worth fighting him. Like, he's just annoying. Like, you can kill those guys pretty easily if you get close. The problem is you have to get close. You know what I mean? Alright, so... So anyways, what was I looking? Alright, so Mikola creates his own religion.
Like
he
Jack
wants
Dillon.
to do it, yeah, without any god. He wants to completely get rid of the idea of the outer gods influencing anything. Fucking dog.
Oh no, he got me.
Fucking dog. Jesus Christ. Alright, I got a solution to this. So he created a place. He wanted to create his alternative to the Erd tree. And he calls it the Halig tree. Halig is just another word for holy. So he's creating another holy tree. And he's using himself to create the holy tree. He's using his own body as like the seed that nourishes this tree. Right. And he does away with the golden order, and he creates this stuff called unalloyed gold.
Okay.
Now, unalloyed gold just means pure gold, right? So he's creating this stuff that's essentially pure gold. And the purpose of this stuff is it literally stops the influence of outer gods. Now remember, these are like Cthulhu motherfuckers, so anything that can stop their influence, like, I don't know how.
Hulu. That's what it did, right?
It's not even believing. He literally stops their ability to influence anything.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Like, there's no... I don't know how he does it. Like, he's just that fucking good.
This is the...
Basically, yeah. God damn it. Don't... God damn it, there's dogs too. Fuck that dog. Yeah, we just tag teamed at that time. Alright, so he was able to stop her from being rotted away. He couldn't get rid of the rot, but he could put it on hold. He could stop the influence.
Okay.
So he wanted to create his own religion that would welcome everyone. One of the types of people he'd welcome are called Albinards. Albinards are artificial creatures. They were not born naturally. They were created by people.
You fuck?
No.
What?
Just...
Wow. We created things not to fuck. I'm surprised.
It was mostly created to be like servants that we could abuse. So.
Nietzsche would be sad.
I don't think Nietzsche would be saddened by that.
I thought everything's a penis.
You're thinking Freud.
Oh, I meant Freud. Sorry. Freud would be sad.
I don't think Freud would be sad. I think he'd be surprised. Okay, so there should be a cave we need to try to reach soon, so we can finish this storyline over here. All right, right now because we have that half of the Hal. Whoa, that's a clip. We have that half of the Hal Tree medallion. Let's go back to the round table hold and get ready for a fight. So, and we'll get the armor that I think you will ultimately want.
Does it require a lot of strength?
No, it's a good medium armor.
What? We're fighting already? What the fuck?
Told you, get ready for a fight.
Like immediately. Oh shit.
I can fuck him up. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Stealth. Okay, we got him. Then we teleport somewhere? What the fuck?
We're going right back to the actual round table hold.
Oh. Well, I didn't get the village. Now we round table hold? Again?
Did we... It has you at the village, not back at the round table hold?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, let's go back to the round table hold. So that was Ensha, the guy who was standing in front of Offner's like office.
Okay.
The one who gives you that like thing that says what you want, the pose.
So he can mess around with teleports?
No, he just set a trap for us. He was ready to invade us. His armor's over here. where I'm at. You can see me on the compass. If you talk to Gideon, he apologizes.
The royal
saying, "Oh, he acted on his own."
You've received the wisdom of the two, then I bid you welcome. I am known as Gideon. As a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring, I am accumulating knowledge. You now belong to us.
All right, so he has information about every single person who's got a great rune, and you can ask him about Ensha, the guy that attacked us, if you want. Which are you going to?
You'll be after more great rune, then, as your fellow. Allow me, the inheritors of the great rune. We of the Round Table know the location of Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale, General Radahn, who fought Melania and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir, Morgoth, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Lane Dell. And you'll still be after Morgoth. Oh, my Ensha got rather ahead of himself, it seems, as is
All
most
right, finished my lunch.
But now, Ensha is finished. So, Godric, despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, his castle lies upon the cliff, as I suspected.
Okay.
He fought more, and now I've heard some, and if
You shouldn't believe him.
the volcano, it was the state. Rykard. Morgoth, it lies at the two fingers. So we've set your sights.
If we talk, so definitely Lou, the barbarian girl that helped us fight Godric, she is Offner's like adopted daughter,
Morgoth, it lies at the two fingers until we've
and she was supposed to be at the village of Albinaris. I think because we went to Altus Plateau to get Brandon's thing, it pushed her quests further along. And she actually helped you fight the Omen Killer, and she's pissed off about the Albinaris suffering because her dad's supposed to be like, for no one's suffering. So she gets pissed off and he disowns her, and you find he's basically a dick. He's Odin. He's a dick. Anyway, so this is where you get all your information about where all the different demigods are. See, that's a cool armor set, isn't it?
Yeah, that's cool.
So if you read the description of that armor set, the guy we kills named Ensha, and you find out that those bones belong to a royal named Ensha, and people aren't sure if he's wearing his own remains or if he killed someone and took the name.
Nice.
It's made armor out of their body set, their body. If we come over here, you'll find Roger, our friend that we talked to. He's now been poisoned and is rotting.
Apologize for any offense. So,
You tell him you defeat Godric, he gives you his weapon.
You learn his Asher Wars.
You can buy them. There's spells on Asher Wars. You're not going to use spells.
you defeated
For your
Godric
second
and played yourself
playthrough,
a
if you
great
decide to play a second time, I would highly recommend going spells and looking for it against stuff. Alright, so, Mikola is creating the Hallowed Tree, right? Melania has become his blade and is defending him. So he's going to be the new god of the world, right? That's the plan. And no one's really fighting him. Like, they don't really have a problem with it, because he's not doing it to, like, supplant the Golden Order. He's doing it to, like, create a place for people outside of the Golden Order, right? All good so far? Mikola.
The guy who's putting the rod at bay with the new religion.
No, the one who, the cursed, yeah, he's trying to get new religion. The one that's cursed with eternal youth. Alright?
Okay.
So, he wants to create a new religion outside the influence of outer gods. He's not trying to get rid of the Golden Order, he's kind of doing it alongside the Golden Order. Alright? So, the only way to get to him is if you have the Hallowed Tree Medallion, which we just got half of, which Gideon Offner wants. That's why it's a fucking lie when he says Ensha acted on his own.
Ah.
And he sent the Omen Killer, and he sends a bunch of other people to kill all those Albinaurics to get their half of the Hallowed Tree Medallion. So, he's a dick. Um, and we know it was him because hopefully she's not dead yet. Let's go find an NPC. Which you know how Hung used the jellyfish the whole time. I feel like you would use this NPC the whole time because it's the only summon you get that has their own storyline. Well, one of the only two. The jellyfish has one as well. I think is it up here? Who's chasing me so I can't see the map? So I wanted to look at the map, but someone is chasing me. It's okay. I think I go further. Alright. So that's what Mikola and Melania are doing, right? And Mikola was fucking succeeding. That's the insanity of it. He was actually fucking pulling it off. Alright? So he puts his body at the roots of the howling tree, and he's doing it to like nourish it and create this tree, create a religion. And the whole goal is to evolve. He wants to go beyond being eternally young, and when he gets out, he wants to cure Melania of her rot. No, no, he was just Radagon and Marika.
Oh.
The third group of kids. Third group of kids. He is the third group. He is because there's Marika,
well,
Godfrey.
the
No, yeah, so you're from America, yes. Okay. Alright, there's a cave I'm looking for that should be. Oh, we went too far. We went too far.
Is from.
Mikola and Melania are twins. They're twins. They're literally twins. So they don't look a thing alike because they were both cursed and affect them physically.
Right.
But they're twins.
Mikola's a girl too?
No.
Oh, that's a guy.
Mikola's a little boy, though he looks and sounds very feminine.
Okay. He's cursed with being eternally young.
Yes.
Okay. And then Melania is cursed with the rod.
Yeah. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna kill this fucking.
But she's also the strong swords
She's
person.
like the strongest being on this fucking planet.
Okay.
Because even though she's cursed with rot, and this is what I'm gonna get into with her, she is holding back the rot all the time. At any point, she can release it, and it causes terrible things to happen, right? So
It's
haven't seen that, so don't know. So she could release the rot anytime and just destroy a bunch of shit. So, she... Where the fuck is this game? It's hard to tell because I can't see the map. So she's holding it back. So what she does is she eventually finds... There's a god of rot. There's the one that's like trying to choose her to be the next, ruler of this world. Okay, I know what to look for now. Alright. So, that god of rot was defeated and sealed by a blind swordsman. Here we go. This is the cave I'm looking for. So she goes and finds that blind swordsman and learns all of his sword techniques, right? And he helps her like learn how to control the rot that's in her.
Okay.
This is like the most anime story in the game.
Okay.
And while training one time, he was beating her in a fight, and she hates to lose. She's super competitive. She loses her shit, and she explodes and blooms with the rot.
Okay.
And it kills him. And it kills him, right?
What the fuck? Okay.
Well, she has to constantly keep it under control, and she really wanted to win this fight, and she just lost control. Alright? So she regrets this. She's not happy with this. Alright, but it happened, right? So she feels terrible about it. Like there's nothing about her that says she's a bad person.
Uh-huh.
Right? But like bad things happen to her. If that makes sense.
Sounds like Urgot the Dragon God. Okay.
Alright. So we be careful how you fall down. You want to fall down these platforms, yeah. Well, let me see the next safe spot over here. So that's the first sign. If she blooms, they call it a bloom. If she blooms 3 times with Brat, she will become the goddess of Brat. Alright?
She want to become the goddess of Rot?
No, she doesn't. She wants Mikola to be the god of this world. She doesn't want to be the god of this world.
Oh, okay. I okay. Oh, so she'd become the goddess, but Rot's just a title.
Rot is her power. It's not just her title.
Oh, okay.
So she would become the goddess of Rot. She would literally be Rot incarnate. So, which you will see when we fight her.
But we can only have one god in the world.
I mean, there's multiple, but only one. They fight for power.
Okay.
So one's trying to use her to take over.
Oh, right. Cthulhu guys. Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna take some damage when you fall.
Hold on. Are you? My mom was asking me something.
Go ahead. What do you gotta do? I got an alarm I gotta turn off real quick. So, are you good? You listening?
Yeah. Okay, go.
So, that's the first time she blooms. All right. And basically, if she gets pushed to her limits, she'll, the god can take over and destroy things, right?
Okay.
So, Mikola is unconscious under this tree trying to get it to grow, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's not a very threatening boss fight comparatively. Especially if we take turns fucking him up.
Does he have my sword?
Yes. There's multiple bloodhounds. It's a group of people.
Oh, okay.
Bloodhound knights. So Mikola, after all this, gets kidnapped.
How'd he get kidnapped if he's like a magical god being guy?
Because he's unconscious. He
Oh.
gets whisked away.
Okay.
Here's an NPC you should talk to.
Okay.
If I told the all-hearing brute that I possess no such, or have you come to was my other half? Oh, so old Albus. Then I've no choice. Let's try again. My apology. I presume the worst. I hope that
She does have the medallion.
No.
the medallion's better. Would you consider I must go back? There is something I must. Will you show me the way? If you accept of the whereabouts of the
Oh, she. Hear her request, right?
Thank you kindly. They say the other half of the medallion is beyond the castle soul. Then I suppose it's farewell, Lobo. My faithful wolf, I will go with the tarnished, so that our journey will not have been in vain. Forgive me,
You kill herself? What? She can just disappear? That's a thing?
Death isn't the end here. You're always reborn, so your spirit can be separated.
Okay.
So she could be reborn in the Grace of the Earth Tree, but instead she's choosing to follow us as a spirit we can summon.
Because she made a promise to some dude.
Not to some dude. She has a mission and a goal.
Okay.
What that is, we'll see later. She is an incredibly powerful summon. She cannot move, but she can hit things from super far away, and she just pelts them non-stop with arrows. Which, considering that you're someone that's going to be up close and personal fighting, will be really strong for you. But it requires a lot of FP to summon. Anyway. So, Mikola gets kidnapped. He gets kidnapped by Moog. You see it in the intro cinematic. Moog. Do you remember who Moog is?
I don't know.
He's the other Omen brother.
Oh.
From America's first relationship.
Okay, so he's like a step kid. He's like, I don't want that. A half brother. He's like, oh, he's a half brother. Like,
yeah, he's half brother.
Yeah, he's like, how dare you, my mom, have a kid with someone else?
No, he doesn't give a shit about that. No, Moog is in contention for most evil character in the game. He wants to be Elden Lord. He wants to be Elden Lord with his own god. And the god he wants is called the Formless Mother. We don't know jack shit about the Formless Mother. That place we went where you fight the bird and you can level up, that's his sanctuary. The blood everywhere is his corruption of people. And he is trying to force Mikola to accept the Formless Mother as a god. Remember, he's trying to have no god influences. And he's trying to then force Mikola, who I remind you is a child and a boy, to accept him as his consort.
He's trying to fuck a little boy.
He's trying to fuck his half brother little boy. Yes.
What a douchebag.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. He's doing this completely against Mikola's will. And what we get from the item descriptions around it is Mikola is resisting and not responding to anything as best he can, but he's still unconscious.
Wait, he's not touching him, right?
Oh yeah, he's touching him. He's completely corrupted Mikola's body. We find his body, we can only see part of it, and it looks withered, decayed, and old.
Oh man. That's disgusting.
So we never fight Mikola because he's withered, decayed, old, and unconscious. We do fight Moog. We can fight Moog right now. He'll whoop our ass. He's one of the 2 hardest bosses in the game. But we can fight Moog. So Mikola gets kidnapped, right? So who's Mikola's bodyguard? You remember?
Oh, Mikola's bodyguard?
Yeah.
A wolf or something? Or the lion?
No, that's Ronnie. Melania.
Oh, okay. Okay.
His twin sister, who is, like I said, the most powerful person on this fucking planet. She goes on a fucking hunt for Mikola, alright? To give you an idea, I'm gonna put a marker on the map. Melania and Mikola are somewhere, if you look at the map and zoom all the way out, and look all the way to the north, they're somewhere up there. I'm gonna put a few markers so you can see them. So, look at the map, zoom out, and go all the way to the north and look. You'll see like 5 markers I placed.
All the way up.
And go all the way up to the top of the map, as far as it'll go.
Yeah, I see it. Oh yeah, I'm all the way zoomed out.
Yeah, okay.
I can't see your word.
Now can you?
I can't see it on the map.
Alright, well, anyway, it's way all the way up to the north, the very top of the map's where they're at. And Radon's stuff is all the way down in Kaled, that big red area to the south, right? So, that's also, if you look, where Moog's palace is, right?
Red area?
Yeah, if you go to the red area, you go down a level using R3, and you see that area where we can level up. That's
Okay.
Moog's palace.
Oh, okay.
That's also right under Kaled, which is Radon's area, right? As far as we can tell, Radon's got nothing to do with Moog. He doesn't know jack shit about Moog. I mean, he knows of him, but he doesn't like know anything about him.
Right.
As far as we can tell, right? There's no, from everything we can look up, there's no stories of Radon interacting with Moog ever, right?
Right.
But Melania knows that Nicola is somewhere over in that area, so she goes all the way across from one end of the map all the way to the other, beating everyone along the way. Godric, the first guy we bought, the one with the grafting, his story is when she was coming through capital city of Lingdell, which we'll get to later, he escaped by dressing as a woman. He ran all the way to that one castle that was basically unoccupied, took it over, started grafting people on himself, and Melania got there. She beat him within an inch of his life, and he kissed her feet, begging for forgiveness.
Wow.
Which we would have gotten us that NPC that Brandon fought, which pissed me off. I told him not to kill. The guy that steals the ruins. He stands over Godric's corpse and starts stomping on it because he hates him and is pissed at him. And tells you how he's just a piece of shit.
Okay.
Oh, hey, we can go there right now. Let's go to Stormvale Castle, actually, because I'm hoping that guy's there because I want to buy stick from him. Assuming he's still there.
Gate or what?
Main gate, yeah. And then she goes all the way to Radon's territory looking for Nicola, right? And they show you some intro cinematic. She gets into a fight with Radon. Now, Radon wants to be Elden Lord. She wants Nicola to take over. She shows up at his territory aggressively, right? And even though it sounds like they probably had like an amicable relationship, he challenges her to a fight, obviously. And she and him get into a duel, which he pushes her to her absolute limits. All right. He's where is he? It says he's here. And because he pushes her to her absolute limits,
This is one of the first kids of
No. Radon is of Renala and Radagon.
Right. He's our other half brother, but from the dad's side.
Yeah. So Radon should have no superpowers, basically, right?
Right. That
And
he's not this kid of a goddess.
Yeah, and he fights her so hard. God, he's not here. I really want that guy's shit. Where the fuck is he? Alright, well, whatever. So he fights Melania to a standstill. It might have even started winning. So she loses control because she has to save Nicola, her half brother, and she nukes all of Kaled and turns it into that rot-filled fucking hellscape.
Oh.
She loses control, and that everything that's red over there is destroying. That's from her losing control.
Okay. So if she nukes one more time, the goddess rot.
Yeah. So she did that. That entire continent is now just a wasteland because of her. Because she's holding that back all the time. And Radon survived, by the way. We're gonna fight him.
Shit. He survived getting nuked.
Yes.
In the face. In the face.
He's dead center when it happens. And he survives. He's not necessarily in great shape, but he survives, and he's still fucking fighting, and he's still terrified. So.
I mean, he tanked the nuke to the face.
So the sad thing is, if Radon had become Elden Lord, it probably would have been a really cool fucking world. He'd be the main character in most stories. He liked pets. He had a cat that he adored, and he had a horse that he fell in love with. Right, and he loves his horse. Not like sexually, like he just loves his horse. Right.
I wouldn't judge. It's
No.
kind of weird, and it wouldn't be consensual, and it's.
No, this horse is also, it would probably be consensual. But like it's not. It's just it's his pet.
Okay.
So
Sure, pet. Wink, wink.
So Radon is like 2 stories high though, and this horse, while bigger than Torrent, is still like just a large normal horse.
2 stories high.
Yes. So he doesn't want to kill his horse, right? But he still wants to ride his horse. Horse. So Radon.
Yes, ride his horse. I got it.
Funny. So you know how Radon, we fought that one weirdo that dropped a gravity spell in this before we fought Renala. I said, oh, there's an interesting side boss. So this one of the outer gods literally throw things from outer space into this land.
What?
Yep, that's how they influence things. What the fuck? Where'd you come from?
What's hitting us?
There's a bird that's dead now.
I can't see the bird.
It's fine. Let's go somewhere else. What story should we do next? Oh, I know a whole side quest we can do. Okay. All right.
How do I equip that chick with the bow?
Oh, it'll be under your inventory. Equipment, go to like where items where your tiers are. That's where you can equip her and summon her. You probably don't have the FP to summon her though.
So I gotta go. Okay, so I gotta go to user.
You use her like you use your potions.
Oh, okay. Is
So
there like a fast equip?
Go to your equipment screen and go where the potions are, and you can put her in that set.
Oh, okay.
And you use the down arrow to pick her.
What's the Flask of Wonders physics? What is that? Do I need it?
You do need it. I'm gonna help you get the stuff for that in a little bit. You can basically turn that into any sort of buff you want. You can right now you can have it just heal. You can have it restore your mana. You can have it restore itself over time. You can have it where the next time you get hit, it doesn't do as much damage.
Oh, I have that. I have that one thing equipped. The Cerulean Amber Medallion.
So okay. So
should I not equip that?
No, that's good. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with your medallions. Let's go to Kaled.
So is her legs busted? Is that why she can't?
Yeah, Albinarics, because they're artificial, they have a hard time surviving, and their bodies break down. Her specific breed of Albinaric, they actually tame wolves that they ride.
Oh.
And it's actually pretty cool. There's a couple areas where you can find those wolves, and she will tame one and ride it. All right, let's go to Kaled. Go to where where Fort Fair is, where we fought that big dragon. If you go to Kaled, it's the only building. One of the only buildings.
Kaled?
It's the red area, the rotting area. Right.
On the Dragon Barrel, right?
Fort Farrell.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a series of NPC side quests here, but I'm gonna get a couple sites of grace for us. So, yeah. So, Mikola is currently being held hostage by Moog. Melania is now trying to recover. Which, by the way, one of the untold stories of this game, there's a guy who was fighting with Melania and her army, who carries her ass all the way back to the Howd Tree, taking on and beating all comers on the way, and we will fight that guy. But it's one of those things where like they just tell you that, like you don't really think about it, but when you look at how far he had to drag her unconscious body and how he had to fight every fucking person on the way, you're like, holy shit, that guy's a monster. Radon's army is so loyal to him, so this burning wall here, they're trying to keep the rot from spreading and damaging other places. So they set up fire and they're constantly burning stuff to hold it at bay. Centuries later.
That's why this chapter.
Yeah. So Radon, and this is the last thing you need to know about him before we get to his actual story in the game, which we'll encounter. His name is Star Scourge Radon. That's his title. All right. General Radon, the Star Scourge.
That's a
so
funny 14 name.
Pretty much, and he lives up to it. So I told you the Outer Gods will throw shit to this, from outer space to influence things. So he wanted to ride his horse, and he also wanted to protect his sister Ronnie. Ronnie, her fate is tied up with the moon and the stars. Right? As long as they're moving, she's an Empyrean. There's an outer god that could try to control her. Right? So he learned gravity magic, and he learned how to stop all the stars everywhere from moving. He literally stops these. He is suspending the stars in the universe right now. Even in his current beat up state, he's still doing that. And he also uses it so he can ride his horse by decreasing his gravity. So he has this horse that looks tiny compared to him that he rides, and it doesn't do any damage because he's making his gravity not crush it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I said he'd be a main character in another story.
Yeah.
All right. When Brandon comes on, that's probably the next thing we'll do is fight Radon. Okay, we need to go down from here. There's a church we need to go to.
Probably gonna eat at 2. I haven't eaten yet, so.
Okay, well here I'm gonna leave.
No. We should eat. I usually eat at 2. So.
Okay, I was gonna say because I can't really see the map too well anyway. It doesn't show me the map you picked up. Where is it in comparison to where we are? Trying to. Just pull up the map online.
Need water, don't worry. Go water.
Alright. Oh, there it is. That's where you want to go.
Yeah, I'm back.
Alright, head to where I'm at. Because I figure out where I want to go, how to get there without the map. So anyways, so that's where my lady is, that's where Michael is. That's the state Radon's in. Now you know why Kayla's the way it is. Let's just ignore it.
Okay. I see.
Where is that church? You wanna hop off the horse? There's a girl over here. At you. Can you hop up?
Who's there? Well, it matters
No,
not.
she's just missing her arm.
If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes. It is a curse. Not to be meddled with. If you are wise, you will. My flesh writhes.
We got a boss. Alright,
Scarlet Rot.
we're gonna do her side quest a little bit right now.
Try and help her rat.
Yeah, kind of. Careful falling down here.
I'd hoped to ask a strapping young tarnished, able to cross. Don't fret. I'll provide. Should you accept, I will teach you the. Then you are. I need your help. Her name is Millicent. You will find her beyond Celia, at the church atop the cliff. The rotting sick when the Erd tree flowered. But Millicent, for this, seek the deep
Alright.
needle.
Let me know when you're done talking to him. I'll show you exactly where that needle is.
Then I will. The secret.
Secret. Phone's off. That's fine. Is that a T-Rex or something?
It's a dog that's been heavily mutated by the rot.
What the fuck?
They're a bitch to fight. Don't fight them. They're not worth it.